Handing someone a piece of your company feels generous in the moment, but what if that single handshake costs you millions down the road? Equity splits with advisors and early hires are one of the most quietly devastating mistakes founders make, and most of them never see it coming. You bring on an advisor early, they give you a few introductions and some weekend feedback, and suddenly they own 2% of your company forever. That 2% sounds small until you're raising a Series B and your cap table looks like a potluck dinner nobody planned. The real catalyst here isn't generosity, it's desperation dressed up as strategy. When you're pre-revenue and terrified, giving away equity feels like the only currency you have, but you're essentially spending money you haven't printed yet. Think of your cap table like a pizza, and every early slice you hand out is gone before the pie even comes out of the oven. The problem isn't the first slice, it's that by the time real investors show up, you're offering them a pizza with 3 toppings and 4 missing pieces. There was a moment, maybe around 2015 to 2018, when advisor equity became almost a badge of honor in startup culture, a signal that serious people believed in you. Now we're in a different era, where sophisticated founders and investors look at bloated advisor agreements as a red flag, not a resume line. The psychological toll is real too, because once someone owns equity, the dynamic shifts from collaboration to entitlement faster than you'd expect. One prominent VC famously said that the cap table is the startup's first product, and if it's broken, everything built on top of it is fragile. History is pretty clear on this. From the dot-com era to the crypto boom, diluted founders with messy equity structures consistently underperformed in late-stage fundraising and acquisition negotiations. The irony is that the advisors who demanded the most equity early often contributed the least once the company actually needed serious help. Here's the misconception that trips everyone up. People assume equity is a reward for past help, but it should only ever be compensation for future contribution. If someone's done advising you, they should be invoiced, not vested. The fix isn't complicated, but it does require you to have uncomfortable conversations early. Standard advisor equity should be small, think 0.1 to 0.5%, and always paired with a 1-year vest and a cliff, so they actually have to show up. For early hires, the calculus is different, but the discipline is the same, and you need to match equity to role criticality, market rate, cash deficit, and expected tenure, not to how excited someone is about your pitch deck. A generous equity grant with no structure is just a ticking clock on your cap table. The broader cycle here is predictable. Founders over-equitize in year 1, regret it by year 3, and spend years 4 and 5 trying to buy back what they gave away or restructuring around dead weight. The lesson the startup community keeps relearning is that scarcity of equity should be treated like scarcity of oxygen. You don't give it away just because someone asks. You don't need to be stingy, you need to be deliberate. And that means building a compensation philosophy before you make your first hire, not after. Discipline in equity decisions compounds just like interest. And the founders who protect their cap tables early are the ones who have real leverage later. At the end of the day, the cap table is a living document of every decision you made when you were most vulnerable. And those decisions follow you all the way to the exit. Sizing your equity grants correctly, structuring vesting properly, and having the courage to say no to bad deals isn't pessimism. It's how you stay in the game long enough to win it. If you're a founder reading the fine print on an advisor agreement right now, the most rational thing you can do is slow down, get a second opinion, and remember that the best advisors won't hold a gun to your cap table. And if you're comfortable walking away from a deal that doesn't respect the value you're building, you're already thinking like someone who's going to make it. Whether you're structuring equity, building a team, or trying to figure out your next move in business or real estate, we can help you get started. So check out our links in the description below.